In the following clip I will talk to you about. Here, stay with me. In this clip and you will understand exactly what it is about. Pleasant viewing. Natalia Alexandra Gutiérrez Batista, born December 10, 1986. Better known by her stage name Natti, Natasha is a Dominican singer. She was signed to Don Omar's label Orfanato Music Group. Her debut EP, All About Me, was released on March 28, 2012, by Orfanato Music Group. Her debut album, Illuminati, was released on February 15, 2019, by Pina Records and Sony Music Latin. Early life. Gutiérrez was born on December 10, 1986 in Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic, where she started her involvement in music. When she was 7, Natasha registered at the School of Fine Arts in Santiago, where she took classes for singing and developed her singing abilities, which she has described as one of the best times in her life. From a very young age, she had admired artists such as Bob Marley and Jerry Rivera, and especially Lauryn Hill, whom she still names as one of her favorites. Natasha also expressed that she has followed and admired Ivy Queen since the beginning of Queen's career, with Queen responding via Twitter, "Thanks for the respect, admiration. That's having class and more than anything intelligence." When she was 18, she moved to the Bronx hoping to make it in the City of Dreams. There she met reggaeton veteran Don Omar, who then signed her to his record label. She also was an engineer and worked at a makeup factory. At the age of 18, Natalia began to compose and record her own songs, performing different musical performances that took place in her native Santiago, and together with her friends, she decided to form the musical group, Distal, arriving to record some musical themes. The grouping did not achieve the expected results and eventually disintegrated. As a result, Natalia decides to put in a brief pause her short musical career. As of 2022, Natasha has been a vegan for more than 7 years. Career 2010-2016. Career beginnings. Natasha was signed to Orfanato Music Group for a few songs. In 2010, released Hold Ya remix with Egyptian and Don Omar. She was featured in a song by Don Omar called Daddy Love, recorded in 2011 and released in March 2012, and worked with Farruko on Crazy in Love. The former success led to another collaboration with Omar, Tus Movimientos. Both songs are featured on Omar's album Don Omar Presents MTO New Generation, released in 2012. 2017-2018, breakthrough in collaborations. In 2017, Puerto Rican singer Daddy Yankee released the song Otra Cosa with Natasha. She released the single Criminal with Ozuna, which became an instant hit, reaching the top 5 of the Billboard Hot Latin Songs chart, and being the most watched music video overall in 2017. In April 2018, Becky G released Sin Pijama, a collaboration with Natasha. The song was Natasha's second global hit, peaking at number 3 on the Hot Latin Songs chart, being certified platinum within 3 weeks of release, and reaching 1 billion views in 6 months, being the most watched female song of the year. She has also collaborated with Bad Bunny, R.K.M and Ken Y, Thalia, and Coscula. Natasha is currently signed to Pina Records. 2019 present, Illuminati, Natividad and further collaborations. She released her debut album, Illuminati, on February 15, 2019, by Pina Records and Sony Music Latin. The album has a total of 15 songs, with 2 of them being features, Tilo Daige, with Anita, and Soy Mia, with Connie Garcia. In 2019, she collaborated with Daddy Yankee, the Jonas Brothers and Sebastian Yatra on Runaway. On September 24, 2021, at Billboard's 2021 Latin Music Week, Natasha returned to the stage for the first time in 2 years, performing a medley of her hit songs. Her 6-episode docuseries Everybody Loves Natti premiered on November 19, 2021. On January 13, 2022, Natasha collaborated with South Korean girl group Momland on the song Yummy Yummy Love, marking her return to singing in English since her debut EP, and her first time collaborating with an Asian act. Personal life. In 2021, she became engaged to her longtime manager, Rafi Pina, founder of Pina Records, citation needed. On February 18, 2021, she announced that she was pregnant with Pina's child. On May 22, 2021, she gave birth to their daughter, Vida Isabel Pina Gutierrez.
Alexandru, thanks for viewing. If you liked the video, don't forget